Once registered as an earth tremor at the school's geology department. And we've got rainy conditions here for tonight's game between the Clemson Tigers and the Crimson Tide of Alabama. Brad Nessler, Lee Corso, and Kirk Herbstreit here, kicking off the start of the NCAA football season. And I can tell already that Week 1 looks to have the recipe for what we think will be a very exciting season. We'll see how this game plays out as they get ready for the opening kickoff. There goes the opening kick. They'll bring him down at the 31-yard line. Now we'll get to see how this quarterback can do today as he comes out onto the field for the first time. The offense will take over at the 31. He's gobbled up in the backfield.
Not a very successful run that time, Coach.
Did you see his explosion off the defensive line? Woohoo! It seemed like he was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
He just timed the snap count there. It really made a nice play.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. Little handoff. Tackle made at the 36. A 5-yard pickup for the tailback. Third down, 6 to go. Ball on their own 36. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. They keep it on the ground, and a great tackle right there. They didn't have the ball long there.
Having ball control is important in football, and 3 and out is what you want to avoid for sure.
He punts it away, and it's a great kick. Oh, hit as he caught it.
Well, the coverage team did their job and made the play. Let's see if the defense can continue the effort.
Woo! It's not easy to move around down there since this field is very, very slippery.
They come out in a goal line set. Hands off to the left, and they wrestle him down behind the line. They lost too much yardage now. What do you think, Coach?
I think you can't blame the back on that one. I don't care how good an athlete you are. You're not going to be able to showcase your abilities without some blocking.
2nd and 15. They come out with 4 wide out. He's on the run. Going deep on the left side. And he finally steps out at the 33. Great pass play.
This guy comes up with a great catch here. He's got good hands. And when he's on, there's no one in America that can catch him.
They come out in a goal line set. Gets the ball here and brought down in the backfield. That was well defended by this defense.
Hey, that linebacker made a nice play. But what about all those big guys up front on the defensive line? They're good too, boy.
Well, they created the play this time, Coach. The offensive line is so concerned with their penetrating abilities that these linebackers are able to roam free and make plays like that.
It's 2nd and 13. Ball on the 36. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Waits till the last moment.
Great effort here by the wideout. But you know what? The quarterback was just off enough to cause that incompletion.
First and foremost, he wanted to avoid throwing the interception. So I think he tried to put the ball in the only place that his receiver could actually catch the ball.
And we got the backup in there now at running back. He scrambled. Falling back, complete. They'll bring him down at the 19-yard line. A nice-looking play that time.
Well, the defense was blitzing here, and again, great recognition by the quarterback to find a hot receiver.
Expect the defense to turn it up a notch here in the red zone. Takes it right and brought down right away. A couple of yards there.
And the defense had great pressure there. They blitzed the middle linebacker, and there were no holes for the halfback to run through.
They line up in the jumbo set. And he's tackled at about the 11. About 6 yards on the play. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1. And they got all the big boys in there for this one. And off, and he won't make it. And they just stuffed that one.
Hey, this is a great play here by the defense to bring him down before he could get to the sticks.
It's 4th down. And the field goal unit's out to try this 27-yarder. And it is good.
I like the fight those guys showed going into the half. They're going to need to keep that going because this is shaping up to be a really close one.
I think you're right, Coach.
So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Alabama ready to kick this one off. Decent kick. Gathered in at the 6. And down he goes at the 35. The offense will be hoping for a little more success than they had the last time out. They'll set up shop at the 35-yard line. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. They get it out there on the toss. And he's taken down around the 38-yard line. Just about 3 yards there.
Good pressure from the defense. They brought the heat. Wasn't much room for the running back to work with.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. They line up in the shotgun, 3 wide. Give to the tailback, and he's met in the backfield. Nice tackle to bring him down before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Solid effort there to break up that play.
Now it's 3rd and 9 coming up. Ball on their own 36. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. It's complete. And they make the stop at the 48.
Way to fire the out route for the first down. That's how you pick apart zone coverage.
1st and 10. Ball on the 48. 3 wide outs here. Fires right side. Got his tailback. He's out of bounds at midfield.
You know what? I don't see this as a bad call. This guy's in a category by himself when it comes to speed. And he'll take this thing all the way to next time with just a little blocking.
Coach, they got to execute better next time. This guy's a fast player, but it looks like they haven't spent enough time on this in practice. Half the guys on the offensive line look lost.
Not much for the runner as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 42. Ace backfield. Throws falling back and got his man. They'll bring him down at the 40-yard line. Nice catch that time in coverage.
Yeah, excellent job of hauling that one in. This is why he's considered by many to have one of the better set of hands today in college football.
You're right. He's smooth.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. In and out of his hands. There's a player shaken up on the play. It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. And he's taken down around the 36-yard line. 4-yard gain by the back. That's going to do it for the first quarter, and we got a good one so far. The score here in Death Valley is Alabama 3, Clemson nothing. The quarterback's in the gun with 3 receivers in the set. And it looks like they're going to bring some heat. They motion to the left. It looks like they're going to blitz. And a quick throw. He's brought down in the open field.
Oh, man, what a throw. What a play. They were awful lucky, sweetheart.
I'll tell you what, Coach. After 3 consecutive third down conversions, I'd say they were awful clutch.
The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Hands off up the middle and stuffed. And that was not a good call offensively.
Nah, not a good call, only because they lost yardage. I'll tell you, I've seen plays like this where the tailback breaks one and goes for a touchdown.
You're right, Lee. You can never tell.
They come out with 3 wide receivers. Get it on the counter, and they shut it down.
These guys have the capability to gain solid, consistent yardage. They have to regroup, come out a bit more motivated next time.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He drops back. Nice tackle made there to bring him down. Solid gain, guys, but short of the first down.
Yeah, there was a nice gain. Although it didn't get him the first down, it gives them a little bit more confidence in moving the football against this defense later on in the game.
It really was a good hold. Excellent job by the secondary to keep them in front of the first down marker.
Kicks up, and it splits the uprights. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Clemson ready to kick this one off. He kicks it off. He makes it out to maybe the 30-yard line. 3 points was the result of their last drive as the offense heads out for another.
On that last drive, they took the ball deep out of their own territory and moved it up the field.
That was great offensive production. Everything really came together for them on that last drive.
They'll start this drive at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Hand off, and he's met immediately. Kirk, they really had nothing going on that run.
I'll tell you what, Brad, it's almost like he ran into a brick wall on that play.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Now he tries to buy some time. And they make the stop at about the 49. They'll get the first down.
The reason why he got so much room to run was because the defense didn't contain him.
Yep, Coach, he made the correct decision to tuck it and go.
They come out in a goal line set. There's a player injured, but it looks like it's just a stinger. Second and 15. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Running out of time, and down he goes.
He took too much time. You got to be more aware in the pocket.
3rd and long now after the sack. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Deep pass down the left side. Missed him. The defense holds.
Great job to get a finger on that pass and cause the incompletion.
They get this one off, and it's a beauty. He's to the 20. He makes it to the 35-yard line. Just about ready to call the first play of this drive. They were able to pick up a field goal on their last possession. This drive will start at the 35. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense.
Tight end had some trouble holding on to that one.
Can you blame him? Did you see how hard he got hit?
He did get hit pretty hard, but come on, Coach. You have to hang on to the ball.
Sweetheart, easy for you to say. You're here in the booth.
Right in the middle, and he meets the defense. 3-yard gain by the running back.
He just went right through him.
Man, who was supposed to block that guy?
I don't think it matters, Kirk. He's playing with reckless abandon out there. It's got to be hard to block a guy that hits like that.
He's taken down at the 46-yard line.
I talked to this receiver earlier in the week, and he comes up to me and says, "Yo, Coach, you're going to be calling my number this week. I'm going to make some big plays."
Well, he wasn't lying. That was definitely a big-time play.
The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Has it to the senior. And down he goes at the 40. They pick up solid yardage there.
Yeah, nice little pitch and catch there. The wideout was able to find a little open space in the defense, and the quarterback was able to get him the ball for a good pickup.
Single set backfield. And they use motion. Catches it. Brought down at about the 25-yard line. They pick up a few yards there on the pass.
And I'll tell you what, that fake handoff froze the secondary just enough to allow for the receiver to come up with a nice gain that time. Good call.
They line up in the shotgun. He drops back. Throws it, caught, but out of bounds.
Yeah, the tight end caught the ball, but not before he stepped out of bounds. Good call there by the refs.
If the quarterback would have thrown that ball a split second earlier, then they would have had a completed pass.
Passes to the wide out, and he can't pull it in.
Number 9, the intended receiver on the play.
3rd down, and they need to get it to the 15. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. He steps out around the 23-yard line. Oh, man, he doesn't get the first. Great play by the defense.
Incredible. They saw that coming a mile away.
I think you got to give your quarterback a little bit more time, especially on 3rd down.
These guys will give them that rinky-dinky play all day long. You need more than that if you're going to get a first down on these guys.
And he's got it. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Kicks off. And down he goes at the 41. They were forced to punt the ball away the last time they had it. They'll be looking for a little more out of their offense on this possession. They'll go to work at the 41-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He's scrambling. Fires deep down the right side. That close to being intercepted. That could have been a big play for the defense.
Yeah, even though he had a good shot at picking it off, it's still a heck of a play to force the incomplete pass.
The defense lines up with 5 defensive backs. He scrambled. Throws incomplete. He just put a little too much air under that one.
That's one of the reasons defenses like to blitz, not only to sack the quarterback, but also to force him into making bad throws.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Rolls to the right. The cavalry's coming. That's a great tackle at the 48. That's a nice run, but it's short of the first down.
Heck of an effort by this kid, but he just couldn't get to the first down marker.
Good play by the defense to stop him just short.
It's away, and it's a booming punt. This one will go into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20. The offense goes back out onto the field after picking up a field goal on their last drive.
And that was really quite a drive they put together on their last time out, Coach.
Yeah, that ball went coast to coast. Let's see if the offense can continue to look good this time out.
About 4 yards on that play.
Gain of 4 on the play.
2nd and 6. Ball on their own 24. One-man backfield. We've got a great game here, folks, as we reach the end of the first half. The score here in Death Valley is Clemson 6, Alabama 3. He kicks it. And he's taken down at the 24. So what should the folks at home be looking for here in the second half, fellas?
Well, this is obviously not an easy situation, Brad. And I think the coach is going to have to tell his team to forget about the crowd and get his guys motivated so they can compete in this half. And maybe, just maybe, they can get back into the game.
And I think it's very important for them to come out here and move the football right away.
And we got an injured player on the field. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 34-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. Tackle made at the 42-yard line. Nice job by the running back, and that'll get him 7, maybe 8 yards. It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. They're packed in tight on the line. And he has it on the corner. And it looks like there's an injury down there on the field. They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on third down. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Now he's scrambling. Lets it go. Doesn't get there. They're going to be forced to punt it away here.
The offense really had nowhere to go on that one. The play was very well defended. Now the incompletion will force the 4th down and a punt.
They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Little too much leg into that punt. They'll bring it out to the 20. So let's see how the defense will hold up now as this offense comes out for their next drive. They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. He's tackled at the 28. And he threw that ball in there nicely. Did you see that, Coach?
Yes, I did, Brad, and that was a good pass and a very good game.
3 wide receivers on the field. The quarterback in the shotgun. They go with the run. They bring him down in the backfield.
From a defensive coordinator standpoint, it can really help out your scheme when you get excellent run support by the corner.
Not only does this kid tell him not to throw to his side, he's telling him not to run to his side. Yo.
Tackle at the 32-yard line.
I like that play call. Anytime you can get a first down on 3rd and long, it keeps your defense off the field and gives you an opportunity to get more points.
This worked to perfection. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw this play again later in the game.
Rose falling back and got his man. Inside the 30. To the 10. He's going to take it to the barn. Touchdown. What a display of pure speed.
You know, anytime this guy touches the ball, he has the ability to go the entire length of the field with that speed.
And if I was calling plays, I would say, go run past everybody, and we'll throw it to you. He can fly.
And he converts the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He got all of that one. They'll bring him down at the 29. The offense is looking to be a little bit more successful with this drive as they had to punt the ball away the last time they had it.
Down 2 possessions, this offense has to step up and capitalize on this possession.
But it's the defense that has the momentum right now, Kirk. They had that big stop last time, and they're trying to do it again.
Looking for the corner. And they make the stop at the 32. 3 yards there on the play.
The blitz was pretty effective on that play, Coach.
Yep, they plugged up the holes well, so the back was not able to go very far.
It's 2nd and 6. Ball on their own 32. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He's going to try and scramble. Tipped away.
Wow, did you see that? I don't know how he got his hands up in time to knock that pass down.
It's a good thing he knocked that one down at the line because that one probably would have been a completion.
Nickel defense. Now he's scrambling. He's looking for his man. It's intercepted. He might have a chance. The 10. And he's all the way in for the touchdown.
Man, that was a super play by the defender. Excellent interception and an even better return for the score.
And the quarterback wishes that he could have that one back. Those are the kind of touchdown passes you don't want to throw.
He makes the P18. They line up to kick this one away. He kicks it. He's to the 10. Tackle at the 32. It's going to be interesting now to see if this quarterback can put that last throw behind him.
One thing I know they don't want to see is that defender running down the sideline again.
This quarterback needs to be a little bit more careful because this defense is excellent on capitalizing off of mistakes.
They'll bring him down at the 36. They get 4 yards on that pass play.
It was a simple play. The quarterback made his reads and didn't force the ball, but they got some decent yards out of it.
Slings it out there incomplete. And they got some pressure on him that time.
Yeah, and what that does is mess up the timing of the offense, causing the incompletion.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He scrambled. Catches it, and that's all.
I can't decide if I'm impressed with the defense after that play or just not impressed with the offense.
So it's 4th down, and the offense is still on the field. I got to tell you, I'm really surprised that they aren't going to just punt this ball away. And the call paid off.
Good call to keep it on the ground. You only need a little bit. Go ahead, get the first down. Good call and good execution.
It's always a good call if it works. In this case, they got enough for the first. So it's a good call.
Here's the run right. He's got nowhere to go. The offense couldn't get those linemen blocked, and they'll lose yards.
Well, here the defensive linemen did a great job at sealing up the hole at the line of scrimmage.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Now he's scrambling. He's going to air it long. Missed him.
That was one of the prettiest passes that this quarterback has had when it comes to just laying it up there. But one thing I noticed, that if he just put a little bit more air under it, then a guy could run underneath it.
Yeah, a little bit more of a touch there from the quarterback, and that's a big play.
He's scrambling. He's tackled at the 48-yard line.
Pretty good run there by the quarterback.
Yeah, he couldn't find anybody open downfield, so he made a good decision to take off, and he got some good yards out of it.
It's 4th down, and they're going to try to go for it. Backup tailback checks in now. Let's see if he gets some action. And he's hit before he can go anywhere.
Hey, Kurt, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Tell me about it. This is the second time on this drive alone that the defense has stopped him on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down, only to give it up on the 4th down.
What a collision. Nice play there to pick up the 1st down.
Kurt, that was quite an acrobatic catch. They don't get much better than that.
No doubt. He did a great job of getting up in the air, ignoring the defenders, and coming down with the ball.
We played 3, and this one's pretty much gone as expected. The score here in Death Valley is Clemson 20, Alabama 3. Scrambling around. He gets rid of it, and it's going the other way. Someone down there just a little bit slow to get up. First and 10. Ball on the 22. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Up the middle, brought down by a host of defenders. That's a 3-yard pickup.
There was no room for the halfback to go anywhere right there.
That was a design run blitz by the middle linebacker, and they played the run about as well as you could.
Tackle made at the 30. They gained 5 yards there.
5-yard gain on the play.
3rd and 2. Ball on their own 30. The D-line pinches down from the gun. Steps out of bounds at the 33.
Well, they didn't need too much on that play, and let me tell you, they didn't have any room to spare because they barely picked up the 1st down.
It was just a little dump-off play, and I thought the defense had them held, but the ball carry got just enough for the 1st and 10.
They'll drop him for a loss. It was the defensive lineman that got a hold of him there.
And when that kid gets a hold of you, then you usually go down.
And you're not going to break many tackles when this guy gets his hands on you.
He'll get the call again. Stiff arms, but he can't break the tackle. They pick up another 1st, guys.
They've got a decent drive going here.
Yep, the offense is doing exactly what they have to do. Move the sticks.
Ace backfield. Drops back on 1st down. Good protection. Screen pass, incomplete, it's tipped.
You would hope in that situation that the receiver would make more of an effort to catch the football.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. 2nd down. There are 3 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Catches it, but he steps out. He would have been better off letting that one go. Drop back a yard.
Really, they just had nowhere to go after the catch.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. Catches it, and he's immediately tackled behind the line. Taken back a yard.
Now that's not exactly what they were looking for. They couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this one is a beauty. he goes at the 34-yard line. We'll have to see now how the offense responds this time after throwing a pick on their last drive.
And they moved the ball pretty well on that last drive, but the turnover really hurt them.
We know this offense can move the ball. As long as they can avoid those types of mistakes, they should be all right.
First down, look at the throw. Oh, boy, almost intercepted.
Hey, I know he dropped it, but the safety put himself in a position to make a play. That's impressive.
They'll work from the shotgun. He's on the run. Incomplete. It's knocked down by the defense. Good awareness defensively that time by the linebacker.
Not only that, but as you saw, he also made a very athletic move to get to the ball.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Now he tries to buy some time. Off-balance throw got him anyway. And a nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled a bit here and came with the blitz, and the quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
Now he's scrambling. He's running out of time, and down he goes.
That's just not a good play by the quarterback here. He's got to have a better pocket presence.
Yep, he looked like he was having trouble finding someone to throw to.
The defense lines up with 5 defensive backs. Scrambling around. He gets sacked on the play. So that's the second time he's found the quarterback today.
They need to adjust their protection to account for this guy because he is really wreaking havoc on the quarterback.
He's really made his presence felt today. And if you don't believe me, then maybe you can go down and ask the quarterback out there.
And they make the stop at the 44-yard line. And they come up with a big play there, don't they, guys?
Oh, man. Defense looks very well coached on that play.
That's what happens when 11 ball-hawking defenders go full speed.
We've got a 1st and 10. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. Great run. Nothing going on there. A 2-yard run by the halfback. It's 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 42-yard line. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Not much room there as they hand it off straight up the middle. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback.
Not a lot of yards there for the ball carrier.
That's because his safety did just a great job of reacting to the run and getting in there to make the tackle.
They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. They motion to the right. Swatted away.
How about that play, Coach?
Kirk, that's exactly how you teach a player to defend the pass. Do anything possible to disrupt the play. You don't necessarily have to make the interception to make a big play on defense.
That's very true. Now they'll have a 4th down situation.
They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Out of bounds around the 15-yard line. The quarterback threw an interception on their last drive. Let's see if they can be more successful here.
Watch out for this defense. They've shown they can take advantage of the smallest of mistakes.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He scrambled. Rolls right. Lost the ball. Ball! The offense will start at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10. 3 wide receivers on the field. The quarterback in the shotgun. Option to the right. They'll bring him down at the 11-yard line. The halfback gets the call and picks up 5. It's 2nd down and 5 to go. Ball on the 11-yard line. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Flares it and almost had it intercepted. Almost intercepted in the end zone.
And you can see he made a great move here, anticipating the football, and came up with a big defensive play.
Yep. What I like is he didn't get called for pass interference on that play.
Offset eye formation in the backfield. Feeds it to the back. Huge play, and it's going to be 1st and goal. And he reeled off a big one there.
This offensive line is built to allow this tailback to make plays, as you just saw. He's able to get into the open and create some excitement right there.
And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. He takes a knee. So as we wind this game down, we'd like to send out a quick thanks to everyone in production, our technical support, our statisticians, and everyone else who made this broadcast possible from our EA Sports game team.
98 Weasel! 98 Weasel!
This one's in the books, and our final score, Clemson 20, Alabama 3. Kirk, as we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance, your thoughts on this one?
This is about what I expected to see in this game. Alabama came in here hoping to win, but not expecting to win. They need to develop that winning attitude and mentality if they're going to win these type of games.
Folks, that's going to wrap up another broadcast of NCAA Football 09. We'd like to thank all of you for playing, and we hope you'll join us again real soon. Brad Nessler saying goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.